Hello everyone, welcome back with Simon Tools. Been waiting for 2 weeks after New Year's, and I was stupid and go and get the V8 my brother Windsor 302. So we got the engine block homes, and we're gonna try to set it up, and put on installation the cam bearings and everything from A to Z. This is just a bare block, and we've been oversized to 20,000 oversized, mechanical wash, and new cam bearings and new wall flux. I will tell you roughly cost, how much it's gonna cost, and you would tell me is that expensive or cheap. So when I put this one on the stand, I will tell you how much we spent for bolt it out to 20,000 with new bearing and chemical wash. And now everything, when you're waiting for 2 weeks, I repair, service that one already, repair holding this one right there with the bracket I make, repair the exhaust been welds and put them back on, repairs the bumper, repair, welding the oil house for the gearbox been broken, bracing and make a new one, repair. We got all the parts been repairs. We got roll cam's timing chains. So in here we gotta upgrade the air intake from the Mustang 5 liters, and all the parts been clean, washed and repairs. Aluminium repair. All we use for the old engine is that housing for the water pumps, and we're using old starter motors, old pulleys, but we all replace the bearings. Our water pump still good, and our oil pump. That's all we use for oil and all our oil sumps. In here, brand new. And in here, that have the setup. So we gonna show you, and we upgrade bigger, double size the injector. We will show you how to install all back on. Wow, what amazing! I set it one up by myself. You see how genius am I? So I gonna leave it out, put on the car, but put it on the stand. It's all by myself, no Uber help, so I have to do it by myself. You can do it the same way. If something way too heavy, you need some help, don't call Simon. If you need some help, don't call Simon. You call your friend. Your friend may work and give you good time, okay? Go like that, pull it out like that, and push this one down. Kaboom! You understand, baby. You understand, and very safety, strong ass. So now the look inspection how they did. So that's what I did. See, if you bought out 20,000, see how thin this one gets. If you do my Honda 20,000 oversized, see the wall here we're talking about, it get thinner. But this car, my brother early went on dyno and run safe 4 cams, so hopefully it make at least 500 horse down, so we don't worry about too much in here. But if you think about 800 horsepower up, you have to do something with the what I call the cylinder block, so we don't care about that one. So we're holding safety, daily driving and safety for you. So we leave it like this and we push it in there. One last thing we have to do for the 302 Windsor standard size crank, we have to put the crank on and put the 347 shocker, and we're gonna put the connecting rod in and turn, and we will have to shape up some edge here to make the connecting rod go through here, because it's touching here, because the stroke come out a little bit longer. So for you, when I mentioned early, how much do you think they cost me for chemical wash, install new cam bearings and oversized to 20,000 horns? This thing, they cost me $900. I don't know it's cheap or too much. It's expensive or not, I don't know. But to me, it's ridiculous. Some other place I can get cheaper, but I was in hurry and I want this one done quick, so I get to this guy. And my mistake, he go to the wrong guys. So it cost me $900 all up for install this one, chemical wash and board it out. I can get do this all done just for about $500, but if I can wait, the problem is I can't wait. That's why my fault. And I asked him for the docket receipt. He said it's gonna be cost $11.50 if you want a docket. So that's what he do. That's what he said to me. I think he a bit pulling my leg or not. So please comment down and give you some ideas. Give me some ideas. One main bearing on each side and put the main crank on, and we still just leave the cap open and we try to put in, and then we have to shape down. I don't know how much will they cost me if I want to shape this one down for the stroke go through. I don't know. It will cost arm and leg. That's why I'm so scared. Well guys, to be understand, this is Australian 302 Windsor. So maybe I'm one of the last person ever in Australian 2023 stupid enough or crazy to build 347. Maybe I'm one of the last Asian Australian guys do this one. Hopefully it turned out good and more power for my brother. So to keep under 500 horsepower, this engine will run forever because we got to put all the performance stuff on. Someone may come and say shit Brocom stuff, maybe very bad reviews on the system, but I tell you what, they got the right, because when you do the piston or performance cars, you always have to check your piston rings like I did to the Honda. Check the gap, the friction of the piston ring before you install on. If you've got a bigger friction on, doesn't matter how strong your conrod is, how strong your piston is, you will fuck it up. But if I buy them, I asking for force piston and force connecting rods. So it all depends how much you want to spend. You want a good stuff or you want a bad stuff, it's from them. I'm not advertising for him, but to me, I can say you have a lot of choice. It's all up to you, okay? All we put in here, force piston and force conrod. I'm gonna show you how from A to Z. All the parts, force piston, 20 thou oversize, and force connecting rod. We got everything, bearing from Racing Kings and torque wrench, and we got the main bolt stud from ARB, Australian Racing Performance, whatever you can say. And I was using the head stud like this for the head, but I've been ordered from America, haven't turned up, so I ordered this one so quicker so I can do this one. This one, if you think about 600 horsepower down, you can using this one because this one is super strong enough. Very good quality steel, and using them for the header, okay, nothing wrong with that. And the main crank stud. And if you think about the stud for the head, you think about 800 horsepower up, so it should be alright. So everything is performance here, and you can't go wrong. So one last thing I have to do is getting two of them. Put the crank and so one bearing on each side, each one only, and we try to get the clearance for the stroke to hit here and send it back and blow all out before we install all that on. These are brand new cams. This is cam 4, stage 4, and this is our brand new 347 stroker. We're gonna put them on here for time being, and we deck it out for the stroker. Just up two bearing there for time being, one in each one, and put a bit of lubricants. That's one on each end. So later we have to take it up and clean again anyway, because when we do the sanding, the dust will get out. So this is America super strong crank, super strong, high performance 347 stroker, and this is what it is. Look at the quality of it. I love it. I really love it. Okay, now we're gonna put each one on the bearing, each one with two piston only, and then we're testing making the mark, and then we send it back. But I gotta make it right. See the gap groove here, it's bigger smaller groups, it go on the crank here. The bigger groups go into the bigger group here. So I try to correct them and make sure that in number later easy for me to put on. So very important, you see the gap here, the big gap here and the small gap here, make sure it go on the groups. If you put it wrong, it still work, but later you got friction and you fuck up your engine. See the setup, so I can get the, see the clearance here. So I gotta sand it down about 5 mils and I'd be free, see? And that one. So now I can get the thing and do it cleared now before I do the next one. Yeah, it saved me a lot of money. If I let them do, they gotta cut my arm and leg. So this so later we have to take it up and blow all the dust out before you install the bearing and everything. That's why I don't have any bearing in yet. Just for the mold and turn slowly. See, this is what it should be, and it's clearing now. So it go down more tighter and more clearly down. So I have to send down about 1 centimeter more, and I'd be happy. See that how it should be, up and down, and never touching again. See, not gonna touch it, and this in, not gonna touch it, and see the clearing there, beautiful. Now I do that to number 2 and number 6, and together we're gonna take them out this one. And make sure that in order, later we put in order, because I set up the gap, the group is here and the group is there. See, go in the groups. See the big groups here, go in the corner. Write the engine number 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, so you would know, make it easy for you to match in which one go each one. So number 1 will here, so number 2 should be go up here, and then number 6 should be go down that way again, like number 3. Easy. So one done, and another one to go. That is what I'm using. And go in here, not too deep yet, and then we are turning by hand, go slowly down. See, it go past, and you would see the gap here. The clearance here is good. The clearance here, you just want a little bit in that corner, about 1 mil, and you'll be freely to go. This is what I enjoy. Do a little bit by bit. Even I wear tongs to do it because it's safety. I know I do for myself, and enjoy every little moment you make performance cars. Okay, this is for the 5 liter. If you want a shocker 347 shocker, you have to do all the time like this. But if you do at the shop, that will cost your arm and legs, so that be extra like $300. So do that by yourself, save you another $300. Just a little bit of time and patience, and enjoy the fresh air, fresh moment of your, by your hand, by yourself, build your super muscle engine. This one no different to the V8 supercars. All done, and now all clear. That's how it should be. See it go through. This one when you tight, and it should be alright. And I tied the bolt again because the bolt not all the way down. Sorry, that's why we can see a bit of friction there. So we don't want any touching or any friction over there. Okay, and then we tuck everything up, get a good flow, and we install the wall plug, and then put the main crank down. And after we install the piston and everything, we can paint the block in blue again. Okay, before we install the crank, we turn like this, clean everything, all the scrub and everything else. But one more job we have to do is you see this return light oil. See return oil hole here on 1 2 3 4. Be honest, when the engine runs really fast and circulate, the oil go down here, and it's not fastened up, it go back and the tank will be empty. So what we do is drill this one out to the next size, make it a little bit bigger, just about that big, go through here, all 4 of them, and it will help the oil return quicker. So this is what I'm gonna do next. Very good job, okay? So do very good job. Harder, you name it. So go to the side you want. Super hot, man. Do not split the block in half, that's all you don't want to do. So I only do 2. The rest I leave in that corner, so I leave it 2 in the middle. That's all I can do, and that's plenty of space for the oil return. You will see the difference. See the hole different, completely different. See this one, just a little bit. See that one? That plenty of oil. When it pump up, it go to the lifter and go down straight into the cams, go down to the sump. So that's what you want, okay? So now I can blow everything else and install cranks, main cranks, cams, and piston. You see how it look all after you clean up everything. This is all about the deck you have to make for the 347 choker if you got the 302 blocks. So this is everyone have to do. See all the deck here. So now we're gonna insert the bearings and put a crank. The center bearings. Make sure no dust or anything. And if you want to do better jobs, like I said to you earlier, bring inside your bedroom, cover up with the blankets, and you don't get any dust. I do outside. Simon 2 workshop. So everyone at home can do it. For the last Aussie car, maybe here. Simon, Vietnamese, Australian man. So the bearing installation, always the one with the hole, the gap, the cuts, it go down where the hole here for the oil to go inside the bearings. Pass load oil. If anyone say wrong, I give up. I use pass load oil. I don't care about what oil. Someone say what oil you use. You can use engine oil. I use pass load oil. It's all yours. And the bearings is the performance, okay? Always performance bearings. Here I'm gonna lift up the crank. Crank. Okay, right here, buddy. Right here, buddy. There we go. Okay, now we can put your head bolt. I put the stud for the head stud for the main crank, and then you tie it down with the Allen key before you go ahead. Okay, put it all on. So it's got to be 10 of them. They're super strong. They're meant to be for high performance. Not wrong about this. Okay, now I can use my ready gun first. Okay, where my adapter for this? Eeny, meeny, miny. Someone who just bring me some tools and been a very idiot. They give me offer. They give me order to do it quickly. So I said tomorrow, man. Don't give me order, man. They came to my workshop here and they give me an order. So what do you think, guys? You came to my house and give me an order what to do straight away, and you know, if I'm happy I do it. If I'm not happy, I never touch it. Trust me. Trust you. This is all different size. So bolt it down first by Allen key, okay? By myself this one. I go on all of this. Okay, it's super tight. It's super down. You can use your Allen key again and double check. Use my Allen key and double check, tight it down. You don't want any loose on this one. see. Okay, I'll do this by hand first. Okay, put my tools away first. Okay, put my tools away. And now in the box, they got the caps and the nuts. The nuts and the caps. So they give me the washer. Very strong steel. This one, very strong stainless steel one. Okay, now we tied it down to torque to 110 Newton torques, okay? So this one, so set it down to 110 Newton torque if you want. How I torque it down to 90 Newton torque, 90 foot-pounds. So, and then you can see you're turning by this very lightly. It's good, okay? So that's it. No friction on the crank now. So that means the bearing they give me is the right way. And it's super smooth. Very simple for install the new cam. The cam shaft. Very simple. Don't put the piston on yet, so we put the camshaft on by drop some of the oil on every single one of them. So the big one, we don't care about the small one. The small one we do it later. So this cam is super plumby. Okay, this one built for our head. So we're gonna put them on only one way on. We go on slowly. The reason I don't want to put the piston control on because I can see it from here, so I can slide the cam in properly. So I better put the cam in first, so just in case I need some finger or some hands, so I can push and slide the cam on with the big hole when I dig it out for the oil return, and put my hand underneath, lift it up this end, and can push it on slowly, man. No hurry, okay? You don't need hurry. You need enjoy your moment, and you got yourself everything by yourself. Make the engine, and you're very glad of yourself. You know, I'm proud of myself. I'm so happy, and I'm so enjoy this one. So this one got only one way go. See the grooves of the caps go inside. So that's it, and then get the bolt, tie them on. Super simple. For the cam bracket holder, always using the low shallow number 10. So put a bit of Loctite, and you can be free to go in there. And this is so simple. Only one way go, and make sure number 10 put a bit of Loctite and flat shallow end, so it's not touching the timing cam. So I can install the roller lifter in if I want, because I don't want this one go everywhere. It's the mess. So I better put a roller lifter on now. Install the cam timing change, so the cam not moving in and out. So I check the clearance of the lifter before I install the what I call timing chain kit. It is our Grow Cam timing chain kit. Because this one, the in and out, I want to check the clearance of the lifter. We're using the original lifter, and we have to do some modification here, like the original one. See this one, they go up too high and they might loose, and we have to send this plastic thing back. So make sure they sit on the line properly, and it never came off the rail. So that's what I'm checking now, and then put the timing chain on and turn, see how smooth it is. And this is how you buy the performance Grow Cams for this car. So the only one way go. So I shake them in, and this one go down to engine number 1, the lock key. This one go on there. Later we got our dice key go in here. The hammer. Where are my tools, man? I can't find any tools. Here we go. Knock this one off. And I can slide this one on. So this one, see the copper go in there. And this one, follow the timing change. And go down to the target. You get this one. This one go in first, and I go Euro operation. We put this one on for time being, so we can turn the knobs. Okay, we can turn this one. So it's on Euro now, and now we turn the to the desktop. So that means. This one go all the way in the top. So this one go all the way to the top. So top dead center. So top. So make sure the copper wire all the way at the back there. Don't let it come out from you, okay? So we can try to turn one round, round, one round, and then desktop. Okay, that's it. And this is how it should go in, and it should be super tight later. We'll tighten them later. But here is the target mark, Euro, and dot. We don't want to do any adjustment in here. Just waste the time. Just go correctly in here for me, brother. Euro, middle of the dot here, and you are bingo. So later tie this one on, okay? And that's how it should be. And because I put them on, because I want to check the clearance of the lifter when I turn, see if any of them came off the rail, because I'm using original lifter. So this will good, all good to go, and it's super strong, super straight, and super good. This one tight, and make sure you don't want the dodgy. Put a bit of Loctite, and it will stay there forever. And here is our timing mark is correct, so we can have this one in, so it can be sit on like this all the time. And now I can use this one for checking again. So this one more round, one more round for desktop Euro. That's what you want. You don't want nothing else, okay? Like a Honda, I do always check the gap on the piston ring for the friction or any gap opening, so we can install them on. So we only get the first one and test, and if it's correct, and we can put them all on in one go. Okay, so this is the top piston one, top one, and testing on here, see if it's correct. So it will good. I can see that what the gap of the piston ring should be like that. It's good. So just in case the overheat and expand, and it should be alright to go. So should put everything back in together, so it's all correct, huh? And all the rest the same, so it's not hard to do. Okay, conrod, main conrod, piston arm. So the top one is always last, number one, and they got writing first on top. Okay, now we go to the third one. The third one on this one, have the ring. They give me extra. So because this one, see, they are very thin piston design, and this cut here, we need this wool. It's called the wool rings. So we test the wool rings before we put on. So one of the wool ring here and here, correct, the wool rings. So they give me two kind of wool rings. Okay, now we put the wool ring on. The wool rings, the 8 of them got to be underneath here first. Okay, 8 of this one. So the wool rings got to be sit on perfectly on the edge, and make sure avoid diagonal from here, the gaps. the gap of the wool rings. And now we're going to install the first oil rings first, and this one on the top, one on the bottom, following the instruction, or you would know what happened easily. So go there, go there. So one there, and I know this one was there on the top where the wool rings is. Now we're gonna put the second one and the first one. So the second one will be 8 of them again. So then looking for the target mark where they go. Second one, they should be close and they go like that. So the gap like that. So the second one is so you could see the sharpness, and the shallow. They don't say nothing in instruction. You can feel by your finger. Not sharp and sharp this end, so the sharp will always go on the top. So not wrong about that. Put on, and then the first one is easy too. The first one similar. The sharp edge always go on the top. Gap here is spinning. See, spinning freely and smoothly. That means it's on line. We got on target, baby. So we got them on. So make sure it's here or here or here or on. All we have to do is tighten it on. Tighten on more. One more lap, see? And we installed the bearing. So be very, very, very patient for every single thing you do here, because one little thing go wrong and you be stop up. Okay. Got one bearing for that, and all this bearing we're using Loctite. The oil, not Loctite, the Paslos oil go over. And if you want to grease, you put grease. You don't want oil, you want oil. Okay, so imagine, remember, number one, I got number one piston or bin marks, big gap here, they go in front. So go in there, go in there. What do you do? To this one over this one. Make it easy to go in like that. Okay, now what I do is very simple. So I do this once, and you would know what to do the rest of your game. Okay, and you go, sorry man, very slowly. Sorry. No shot at hurry and no shot at force or anything. Just go slowly and kaboom, man. Here we go. Using a plastic one. Done. So remember your cap, the big gap, go forward that way, and the pin, and you go on. I'm using rattle gun first for quick Loctite in. Later we turn the bump around and we will do the torques. We get to the right torques we want. Okay, so put in my number 11. Okay, we got one on. Now what I asked you to do a few turns. See how it like 24 Svena. Try to do a few turns. Oh yes, baby. Beautiful, baby. Yeah, we got you, baby. It's one beautiful. Okay, now we left to the left, and we do number 5. So we go down. Okay, this is how it look like when you put everything on, and the movement here is good. Movement here is good, because what you need is the movement here good. The gap, the big gap grooves go in this side, so that's how we set up the we set everything up, the engine, the piston into order, and we punch every single numbers. And we may have to upgrade the lifter, because this is the original one, and they're not enough gap to stop the spinning the roller, so we have to order a new set of them. And this is all how it's all installed on, and I've been paint the block yesterday. Not enough paint, so it's run out paint, doesn't matter. And timing change on, and this is how it should look. all in here, and I torqued the this one is the height beam one. It can handle 80 foot-pounds, so I do 80 foot-pounds as much as I can. And the head gasket later, we're gonna install the ABR head gasket steel bolt, or we can using the stud if you want. But I still waiting for the stud, so I may put this one on. I don't care, but this one is good enough for 400, 500 horsepower, whatever you want, because this car will be very strong bottom end. So all now I need to do is install the oil pumps. So the original one was aluminium, so I went and grabbed the high volume and steel. So I want a super strong steel one, so it should be go on there, should be go on every underwear you want. We put the lock here, the top gear on, and we turn around for installation the oil pump, and then we finish the bottom end. So no wrong about that. The gasket, okay. So no silicone inquiry here. All we do is just the gasket, okay? No silicone. Okay, this one on like that. Beautiful, man, beautiful, man. This is the brand new high tensile steel, and this one go on like that. So the pump hole here in there. Okay, done. Beautiful, high volume, strong, super strong, and high volume upgrade oil pump. Okay, I want a bit tie dust, but I don't want to spend too much money, but I have to, because I want to do a good job. So this is the aluminium, the original one. I worry it's going to be broke, and it's small. You see the volume, the fan here small. See this one, the bigger fan, the bigger pressure. So this one chuck in the bin. For my friend, scrap metal, man. Make sure the seal will go down properly, and then we finish the. We can put the timing cover on, and then we put the oil sump on. I installed the high volume pump and super strong. Make sure super tight and no silicone inquiry, because very little silicone go in here. The oil pump may be jammed and you start up your engine. So final check before we put the timing covers on. So this one will tight on with the Loctite, and the zero here into the dot here is the right correction, because this is the desktop number one, and they only one way go, so you can't be wrong. But if you don't put in when you buy timing kit, this is the racing one, so they got the -2 degrees, -degrees here. Don't ever do it. Just put on 0 for me, please, because if you do on 0- or 2+, it's the advance for the racing, for people who do racing. You don't want to do that, because you don't want to pull the engine in and out like the racing person. So just put on 0 for me, please, and on the target dot here, and you never go wrong. So secure all the bolts and nuts here with Loctite, Loctite, Loctite. And you see this one, Australian macro cam. I'm very happy with this one. It's super straight and super good, so I have nothing to complain about it. And a high volume pumps, high tensile steel oil pump, beautiful. So I put a cover back on, so it's good. Install the water pump cover, timing covers, and pulleys on, and now I'm ready to put the sump on, and the engine looks so sexy. Cover on. The most colorful engine in the world is on. So we put the oil sump on. Oil sump, looking good, beautiful. When you see some silicone, you got some money, baby. Okay, we got this one on. So we're gonna be this side. Nope, gonna be this side. Nope, gonna be this side. Nope. Gonna be this side. Yeah. You. And it's gonna be this side. Wrong way. And this side. Right way. This side. wrong way. So I will painting in the wrong way. Don't worry, it's all my fault because I'm a shit mechanic. So this one wrong way, and this way wrong way. Okay, shit mechanic paint a different color, painting the wrong ways, but that's how it should be. And still lost my oil some bolts, man. I don't know where I put them when I paint the sun. Anyway, bolt them on. Look very sexy and most colorful. Muscle car, Australian Mac, maybe last one from Simon. Looking really great, really cool. So the bottom end done, and I still lost my nuts for the oil sum. I don't know where I put them. Okay, the bottom end done, and we're waiting for more parts, and we're gonna finish the top parts later. Okay guys, thanks for watching Simon Tools, and I hope to see you in the next episode. And this is how you put the bottom end on to build the very muscle Aussie car. Should be good if you want. Depend how much power you want to make. It's all yours. So it's looking really good at the moment. That's how it look on the top end, and that's how it look from far away. So this bolt may avoid here. We may have to remove this one, put it somewhere there, and bring the one over there, just away from the belt. So be careful with that, okay? Maybe this one stuck out for the belt, so we may remove it somewhere without touching the belt, or cut it up. Who cares? Hope to see you next episode. And I gotta put the top end and set up the rocker cover, and we install in the car and see how much the power we can make. See ya.